Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I've got guests. Everything's unscripted. You don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming. We're going to look at people's objects and do the appraisals. My guests are here. Let's get started. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hold up those objects. Let's see which one I'm going to appraise. Hold them up to the camera. Let's see. Can you hold up your object to the camera, please? Oh, she doesn't see me. Okay. So two of them I'm holding up to the camera. All right. Oh, there we go. Right up to the camera. Hold it up. Well, I'm going to start with this piece of pottery. The rest of you sit tight. Let's see what this piece of pottery is. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Evelyn.
Hi, Evelyn. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Grove City, Ohio.
Thanks for being with me. What have you got there? A ginger jar?
Yes, I have a ginger jar.
Okay. How'd you acquire it? Hold the lid. Hold the lid. Yeah, I'd take the lid off. Yep. How did you acquire it?
A friend of mine was cleaning out her house and she gave it to me.
Well, that was nice of her. So did you take her to lunch or do something for her, or did you just take the gift and run?
She was just downsizing.
Okay, so she just gave it to you. All right. So yeah. Can I see the underside of it? We're looking for a mark. Okay. Yep. There you go. All right. So a couple of tips for the rest of you. What to look for. Here you go. Couple of things. When you say it's not for food, if it says it's not for food use, you can't microwave it, doesn't go in the dishwasher, I want you to think of late 20th century, right? And probably not too high in value. So it's a nice gift, but not worth too much, right? So it's decorative. It's fine. Not hurting anybody. Value on the piece, about $25.
Okay.
Based on actual sales records. So there's your tip and there's your appraisal. Hey, will you answer my question of the day, Evelyn?
Yes.
The Road Runner or Wile E Coyote? Who do you like?
The Road Runner.
Okay, why do you like the Road Runner?
He's funny and he always gets away.
He always wins, right? You like a winner. Nice to see you, Evelyn. I like the question of the day. I like to hear what you guys are thinking. I like to hear your opinions too. And if you're looking in the comments, you're writing in the comments, I want you to write your opinions. What do you think these pieces are worth? That kind of thing. Thanks so much. Yes, I'm very happy that all of you are with me. Super chats and of course, super stickers are on, which helps support the channel. As I've told you, my goal is to do one video for you or more every day because I want you to learn all the information that I have to give. So we're trying to do that. It supports the channel. Lots of things support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter at drloriv.com. And when you subscribe, of course, to the newsletter, you'll get the newsletter. You don't have to do anything else. Just go to the website and sign up for the newsletter. Chock full of tips, information, how to sell for top dollar. I was doing video calls all day, just imparting wisdom, giving a lot of information to everybody. That's what I do here too. So my next guest is here. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Let's see your objects.
Hi,
Hold them up.
Lori, it's Lisa.
Hold them up. Hold up those objects. There's 3 of you on the screen. I want to see which one I'm going to pick. So do you want to hold up your object or not? Oh, she's frozen. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this that looks like a Lladro. Let's start there. The rest of you sit tight. Hi. Can you put your camera horizontally, please? Yep. Your camera is locked. So can you unlock your camera? And while you're doing that, we'll go to somebody else. Let's see. There we go. Hi, what's your first name?
I'm Natalie.
Hi, Natalie. Where are you calling from?
Of the Gold Coast, Australia.
What'd you do today in Australia, Natalie? Tell us on the Gold Coast.
It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, so I've fed my baby and my toddler, and I'm not even showered yet. I didn't realize.
So you got the kids done. You got the kids all ready, right? You fed them, and you're just gonna start your day. Well, it's nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. It's beautiful in Australia. I had a lovely time there. It was wonderful. So show me what you have. This is a beautiful piece.
It's what I've researched, and the only thing that I could find was that it's a famille vert piece.
Yes, a famille vert. Yes, so there's a green vert green, right? And of course an Asian piece, which are very, very typical, of course, and easier to access in Australia than it is, of course, in the United States, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And is there a mark on the bottom? Can you get that closer to the camera for me? And you have, okay, and you have a 6-character Quinlong mark. All right. Can you hold it this way for me so I can see this? And this is called a baluster form. So that form, that basic curve is a nice baluster form. Where did you get it?
I got it off Facebook Marketplace for 40 Australian dollars.
Oh, all right. So that's wonderful. So a lot of bargains on Facebook Marketplace, a lot of bargains everywhere, thrift stores, yard sales, antique shops, everywhere. That particular piece is it about, now you're going to do centimeters and I'm going to do inches. So we're going to have to try to meet in the middle. Is it about 12? It's about a foot.
Yeah.
Okay. About 12 inches. Thank you very much for adapting to me. And I would say, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm looking for. So when I see this piece, I say to myself, oh, okay. I like the glaze, right? The brightness of the glaze. I like the quality of the porcelain and what to look for. I like the baluster form, right? I like the curves. We like the curves. And I like also, of course, the fact that you've got some very, very nice hand painting. Value on the piece, about $200 US.
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
So you paid 40 to make 200
Australian.
based on actual sales records where similar pieces have sold. You can do this. All of you can do this. You're all telling me you can do this by watching the channel and learning what to look for. That character mark, that 6-character red, or called iron red mark, those marks are what you want to look for. And I talk about them on my channel here. And I also talk about them, of course, on my website. So check that out too. Will you answer my question of the day? And I hope that you know this cartoon, the Roadrunner or Wile E Coyote?
I don't know. I think Roadrunner, but I don't know. Wile E Coyote comes up with some pretty interesting ways to kind of catch him.
I like Wile. I'm sorry, I just hit my microphone. I like Wile E Coyote because it's always something different, and it's kind of like, I'm gonna do it again. He just keeps trying. I like the little engine that could about him. You know, I'm gonna keep trying. The Roadrunner, I don't know. He has personality, but not like Wile E Coyote. So nice to meet you, sweetie. Kiss
You
those
too.
babies
Thank
for
you so
me.
much.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet. So it's always nice to hear from Australia. They're up early. 9 a.m. is early for me anyway. So thanks so much for being with me. And of course, I want to hear what you think, Wile E Coyote or the Roadrunner. You can put it right there in the comments, and my questions in the comments too. Yeah, I want you to look for quality. I'm going to teach you how to do it right here. So of course, my guests are here, and they're going to help us teach you how to do it. Video calls are some of the most popular things that I do. Lots of people do video calls with me, so don't forget about those. You can book them right on, of course, my website. Hi, it's Dr. Lori. How are you? There are 3 of you now on screen. Will you hold up your objects, please, so I can take a look, so we can choose which one we're going to do? Can you hold up your object, please? It's so funny, you guys. 2 out of 3 of each one of you will hold up the object. The other one's kind of like, I'm not ready. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Oh, yeah, you. Hi. How you doing? Yeah, I want to see those objects right in front of the camera. Let's see it. All right. So we've got this. We've got a clock, and we've got a plate, and we've got an eye. I can't really see it. Can you get closer? Is it Mahjong?
Yes, it is.
It's Mahjong set. Okay, different Mahjong set. Let's talk about the plate. Why? Lots of you have plates. Let's take a look. Hi, what's your first name with the plate? And sit tight. The rest of you should sit tight.
Hi there, this is Angela. We spoke last week about my global bride and groom.
Okay. So Angela, tell me something about yourself. Where do you live?
I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and
Okay.
I have a wonderful roommate who's been my best friend for 20 years.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool? So how'd you meet?
Actually through gaming. We used
Through
to do,
gaming, like video games.
like Dungeons and Dragons.
Cool. That's cool. That's cool. 20 years. Wow, that's cool. All right. So tell me about this plate. And does your roommate, 20-year friend, enjoy your thrifting, your antiquing, your vintage stuff as much as you do?
Sort of. She's sitting over in the chair right now. Sort of. I have a lot of stuff that I'm selling on Etsy. So I have a lot of product that I have to go through and research. And
So she has to live with that.
Yeah, she's very patient.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, that's a friend for you. That's a real friend. Okay, let's see that plate.
All right, I think it's a Limoges plate.
Okay.
I picked it up at Savers.
Okay, Savers, the thrift store. How much did you pay?
$1.50.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and is it 9 inches in diameter?
Yes.
Okay, get that mark right up to the camera. Let's take a look. Oh, it says Limoges. It says Limoges, France. It's from the 1950s. It's from the 50s by the mark. Can I see the back? I'm sorry. Can I see the front? But if you look at the style is Art Nouveau. So the style is sinuous lines and curves and leaves and stuff, right? The other thing I like about that is I like the two-tone. I like the very, very white porcelain contrasting against the blue. Blue-white is really pretty popular. But those sinuous lines, those lines that continue and they move up and down and around, and gold banding. If there's gold on the thing, it's going to be valuable, okay? So look for the gold. It's simple. That piece, you only have one?
I only found the one. I looked hard for the others, but I just found this one.
Did you? Now, did you ask when you were there? Did you go up to the Savers people and go, do you have any more of these?
No, I did not.
Come on. You got to go and ask. You got to go. Do you have any? Because you know that they're not thinking about it. They're just putting things out one by one. So if you're there again, see if you can't take a picture on your phone. The next time you go, say, hey, you know, I'm trying to match the rest of these. You got any more left? Maybe they do. You never know. You never know. Value on that one, $18. What'd you pay?
$1.50.
$1.50, not bad. So you're 18 times what you paid. That's what you can get based on actual sales records. Now, remember, you got to think outside the box. There's somebody who needs that one, or there's somebody who says, my dining room are those colors, that green and that blue. Maybe you just want to go toward the decorator element rather than you're trying to replace it for a service for 12. You're trying to get that extra one. But again, if you got a plate like that, you got an opportunity for Limoges, which is where some of the best ceramics are made. You want to do that. Wile E. Coyote, or of course, question of the day, the Roadrunner.
I always liked Wile E. Coyote. He tried so hard. You couldn't help but just feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of perseverance. That's what I like. Because, you know, a lot of us have had a lot of perseverance to do what we do. Nice to see you. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Yeah. A lot of you are living with people who have to live with all of your stuff, right? While you are resellers or while you're collectors, you know? So you have to have folks in your life who are like, well, okay, you can have the whole wall full of paintings or the whole curio cabinet full of collectibles, whatever it might be. But my video calls, if you don't want to do it this way and be part of Ask Dr. Lori Live, that's okay. I understand that. But video calls are very popular. You choose the date in my schedule. Go online. Click on, of course, the calendar, choose the date and time that you want. And then, of course, we have all different time elements. So if I had people today who were cleaning out a whole estate and they spent a long time with me cleaning out a whole estate on a video call, got the whole thing done. They know what they're doing. I give you advice on what do you do next? What's your next step? How do you resell it? All of that. So the video calls are a lot of fun. It's good to be with all of you. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Thanks for joining me. Here's my next guest. Okay, let's see what you got. I've got a clock and I've got a clock, I've got a piece of jewelry, and I've got a lamp. I gotta go jewelry. Sit tight, I'll come back to the rest of you. Hi, Ian, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Ian. What's been happening, hon? We've got, there's Audrey Hepburn behind you. She's looking good.
Yeah, she's there.
She's there. Well, shouldn't she just be everywhere, Ian? Like she should be everywhere. Everybody should have a picture of Audrey Hepburn in their house.
You're right. Well, it's funny because my aunt posted a picture of a room that she redid before and after, and what portrait did she get? The exact same one.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Now, Ian, you're in Canada someplace, right?
Yeah, Cambridge, Ontario.
Okay, we've done video calls together.
Yep.
And you've been on the show before.
Yep.
Show me what you got. You're a jewelry guy. Yes.
So
and you get pretty good bargains, I have to say.
I try. I try.
I like this. So you tested them. They're diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Set in 14 karat gold?
Yeah.
Okay. And how much? You go ahead.
To say there was the comment earlier about learning the quality here. I learned the upper quality from you to learn and elevate the 14 karat and like look for the better diamonds. I wanted to comment on that and say, yes, Dr. Lori teaches you the quality.
That's right, because there's a lot of folks who are just showing you objects, which is fun. But I have to say, if you want to know the quality so you can succeed, this is where you need to be. And that's great. That's what I want. But so you're learning the quality, and that's so you're probably still able to pay low prices and get the quality, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how much did you pay for this? Where'd you get it? Online auction?
Yeah, eBay auction, and I paid specifically $213.72.
Okay, so do you go back to the same auction folks who may not have all of the background that they need to base the people who are selling it too low? Do you keep going back to the same ones, or do you just kind of see what's in the market that day?
What I do, it's kind of a mix. I have a bunch of saved sellers that I look at and that I look at the no reserve auctions on. I mean, very rarely I'll bid on things that do have a reserve, but if it's low enough, but like 95% of my stuff is all no reserve auctions, that type of thing. Okay. And I just set my max bid usually. And
your, I don't remember if it's husband or partner, but that person, who I met during a video call, a sweetheart. Yeah. How does he feel about all of this? He loves this too, doesn't he?
Well, at first he was apprehensive about it, but he then kind of got on the eBay and looked because he really likes Tiger Eye. Now he has a really beautiful filled Tiger Eye ring. Like he had the back of it completely filled in.
So we're spreading the disease, right? We're just spreading it. We're getting everybody else into.
As a matter of fact, for his birthday, my jeweler's making him a custom peridot.
Don't tell him.
No, he knows. He knows.
Okay.
He knows about it. Yeah, he's downstairs anyways, but he knows. He's getting a custom peridot ring, which is his birthstone.
Your ring dates to probably the early part of the 1980s. Why? You see the star bursts?
Yeah.
You see, it's sort of, they're small. What I mean by that is they're kind of flower, 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 or starburst, starburst, starburst is very 1980s.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not this garish, I've got a 3-carat, 1 stone, central stone kind of thing. That's the 90s. This is the 80s. And I would say value on it easily $550 to $600. I'd probably say in this market around $600. Of course, you want to know about the clarity of the color, the carat weight of the diamonds, but without that specific information, you're in that $550 to $600 range. You're probably not going to get a lot more than that, even if the diamonds are fantastic, which they won't be because they're smaller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. But really, you're not really looking for that in this type of cocktail ring. You're looking for the sparkle.
Yeah. Just the fun bling. Exactly.
Just the fun bling. Yep. And can I see the design? Can you show me the side? Yeah, I want to see the side. Yeah, okay. So this is another thing that's indicative of the 80s. It's sort of that second bar, okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it lets more light in. It doesn't only let light in from underneath the ring. You do this. It doesn't only let light in from underneath the ring, but it lets light in from the sides too. And that's one of the things that you tend to see there in those kinds of settings. So when you're looking at the settings, I want you to look for those quality pieces too. Hey, Wile E Coyote or the Roadrunner, Ian?
It's the Roadrunner for me, just because I love his snafus and like his constant thing. It's just funny. Before we go, I just want to show you. I know you'll like this. It's a new blue star sapphire.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I knew you'd like it.
I do like it. And I'd like you. Wear it in good health. Nice to see you. I love blue. I've always loved blue. I think that's beautiful. Good. I hope you enjoy yourself. You did very well. You did very well. He knows what he's doing, and he sticks to a category. Ian sticks to a category. I say this all the time. You want reselling tips? Stick to your category. Learn what you know. So learn what you know. Start with what you know, and then learn more and build upon it. A lot of you are realizing that that's the way to sell smart. All right. Well, I'm Dr. Lori. This is a whole lot of fun. Nice to be with all of you. And please share the channel. If you don't share the channel, I'm not going to be able to meet my goal. And I have to meet my goal because I want to be with all of you much, much more. So thanks for letting me know how you're feeling in the comments. And I want to hear what you have to say. My next guest here. Oh, let's see. Hi, can you hold up your object, please? Yep. Everybody wants to see what's out there.
Cat has mine.
The cat has yours. We have a plate. We have what looks like a glass sculpture. And then we have a food dog. Is that right? Let's go with, I'm sorry. I thought she said something. Let's go with the glass sculpture.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest of you sit tight. Hi. How did you acquire this? Hi, honey. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Donna. I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Hi, Donna.
I'm the corkscrew gal that you did me well for.
What happened? Tell the story. Tell the story.
Well,
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Well, this old corkscrew I had, I got you to price it because it sounded crazy pricing, but I sold it for $650 in a half an hour.
So I priced it. I appraised it for you during a video call. Is that right?
Yep.
And I said it was worth $650.
Well, you said a little less, but I assumed you meant US, so I did. okay, so I put it at 650 Canadian and it was gone. I had 2 people looking for it in half an hour, so that was awesome.
There you go. And were you happy with that? That's why I'm here,
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
So you can
Absolutely.
succeed. So you can succeed because you know what? A lot of you do not know the values, and a lot of the times the market is messing you up. So I want you to know what's what. They are, right?
Yeah.
All right, Donna. Let's see. How did you acquire this elephant? This looks like a very nice hand-blown elephant sculpture on a base.
It is, and it has an R right there.
Oh, okay. So studio piece. Okay.
But I don't know what that, I could not find anything about that. It's 10 inches high,
Mhm.
and it's really nice. I love the coloring in them and stuff.
Can
Little
you
eyes and-
can you back up with it?
Yeah.
Can you turn it once to the other side so we can see the back, but don't twirl it around? Okay. So we have a defined tail and a defined ear and a very large trunk. I think it's a studio piece. That's what that stamp is. We'd have to check out who that stamp is. I don't like the heaviness here. The heaviness toward the bottom of the trunk is a little too heavy, so I think they lost control for a bit.
Okay.
But I do think it's a nice piece. It's relatively significant. It's stable. I have to say a little more detail would be good. It dates definitely to the 1980s, trying to look like the 1960s and trying to look like Murano. Not all of it is Italian. That piece, I would think, is probably an American or a Canadian piece. And value, yeah, right, yeah. And value on it, I would say $140. What did you pay?
I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't very much. I'm going to say $10.
Okay, and was it a thrift store?
Yeah.
You get most of your stuff at thrift stores?
No, I do online auctions. I do thrift stores. I've been
Where's
trying to
the
be.
place? What do you like the best? Do you like the thrift stores? Do you like the
I
online?
love thrift stores. Love thrift stores.
You love thrift stores. So, and is it because you like to handle it? You want to handle it?
I just like
I like to handle this
challenge,
stuff.
and I mean, some people are studying it in the thrift store, and I don't do that. I kind of have to take my own. Yeah.
What do you mean?
because I
You
do-
go with your gut, you walk in, you see it, you get it, it goes in the
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah, and I've done well. So
Well, you know what? I want to train your gut. That's really what it is.
Great.
I always say, I'm the antique probiotic. I want to train your gut. Anyway, so that's a nice piece around 140. And tell me, Wile E Coyote or the Roadrunner? Who's your preference?
Wile E for sure.
Wile E for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Roadrunner's good, but he's like there and gone. Wile E at least is working at it,
I
Nice
kind
to
of
see
feel
you.
like a Wile E most days.
Me too. Good to see
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for being with me. My pleasure. My pleasure. Hey, do you like the hold up 3? So we choose. I think this is a lot of fun. I want to hear which one you would pick. Put it in the comments. Let's see. So here's my next guest. I need you to put your camera horizontally. Okay. Hold up those objects. Let's see them.
Are you doing pictures?
I'm doing everything, honey. I always do everything. That's nice. Let's see. Let's go with the Lladro. Let's take a look at a little bit of ceramic. All right. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Janice from Rochester, New York.
Hi, Janice. What have you got? So it's a Lladro. It's relatively big. It's got multiple figures on the base. Can I see the mark on the underside? Does it say Lladro Desa? What does it say?
Yes.
There you go. Okay. How'd you acquire it?
I got it at a yard sale.
What'd you pay?
I paid $30.
Hold it up so I can see it. Hold it up the other way, not the mark. We saw the mark. And back up so everybody can see it. You're too close to the camera. There you go. Stop. There you go.
It's matte. It has a matte finish.
So it's not heavily glazed, right?
No.
And it's matte. So that's fine. People think that that's lower quality or not as desirable. That's not true at all. So you have to understand and learn the market. Of course, the Lladro pieces are made in Spain. And then there are the later ones that are, of course, now pieces related to Lladro as well. Multi-piece like that for $30 worth $350. Very nice. Very nice.
Wow.
You did great. Based on actual sales records. So people will say, oh, well, figurines are out. Figurines are in and they're in big. A lot of people are collecting them as well, particularly high quality. Why? This is high quality. Elongated figures and multiple figures on the same base. It's more difficult, right? It's a quality issue. It's not just one particular figure. It's multiples. The other thing you have happening is you have figures that would have a different texture in real life. They look different in real life versus this. So that's what I'm looking at. That's very nice. Thank you very much for the super chats and super stickers. It helps support the channel. Hey, Wile E. Coyote or the Roadrunner?
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, nice to see you. Thanks for being with me. And
Thank
a
you.
lot of you are asking those kinds of questions. What's hot now, Dr. Lori? I know, I list them for you. I'll tell you exactly what's hot now. What should you be actually looking for? And that's on all the videos on the channel. So if you haven't used the Binge Link, I urge you to use the Binge Link. Where is the Binge Link? I can't find it. I can't find it. Of course, you can find it. It's easy. Go to the specials and shop page at drloriv.com and scroll down the page. You'll scroll down past shopping. You'll scroll down past other things. You'll even scroll down and find out how do you be on Dr. Lori Live. The instructions are on that page too. The Binge Link is there. And the Binge Link gives you all of my videos, right? And of course, it gives them to you in order. And the most current one is going to be, of course, the one that you're going to see first. So you can go, of course, in current order, if you will, chronological. So I have some valuable buttons. Can you appraise? Definitely, Connie, I can appraise the buttons. Buttons will be valuable, whether they are military historic buttons, whether they are Bakelite buttons, whether they are all different types of buttons. So, oh, hello, Matthew. You're so sweet. He always calls me a queen. You're so sweet. I look stunning. I don't know about how stunning I look, but you know, what's my favorite type of vacation place? I like to be poolside, people. I love to swim. I like to be poolside. And then I also like a museum. I have to say, I have to have something to do. And I always like a new place. I like to go somewhere I haven't been before, a new experience. I like the newness of that. I like the oldness of objects, but I like the newness of places. And I love to know the history and meet the people. You can meet the people, and I've been all over the world, been very lucky in that. But you can meet the people if you go to regular places. I like to go to, you know, I have travel friends who travel with me, and typically we go to a grocery store in a place because you can learn a lot about a culture in a grocery store, and of course out to lunch or dinner. So thank you for that nice question. There's a lot of information about the souvenirs that I buy on vacation on the channel too. I've done some videos about what should you buy when you're in foreign places. Hi, Dr. Lori here. How are you? Hold up those objects. Let's see what you got. I got a Mahjong set. I've got a formed glass piece, and I've got a teddy bear. Oh, a Beanie Baby. Okay, let's go with the Mahjong set. What's your name?
Lori.
Hi, Day. Hi, honey. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Lori from Florida.
Hi, Lori. So this is an unusual setup for a Mahjong set. Yeah, it's later. Yeah, it's later. It's sort of like, to me, it has that suitcase kind of feel.
It does.
Most of them that we see it's sort of a wooden box like this, right? And then there are drawers with all the tiles. Now, are your tiles ivory? Can you hold a tile up to the camera? Don't get hurt. Put it down. It's okay.
Yeah. So it was weird because I got two of them today. I picked one.
Okay.
This is the tile.
Okay. Can we see the back?
And it's blue.
I know.
And I can't find it anywhere, you know?
Okay. Yeah. It's not uncommon. All right. And then what other pieces? Do you have everything? You have the sticks? You've got everything? The whole set?
I have the sticks and everything.
Right. I've been to the Badlands. The Badlands are cool. It looked like Mars, or what I think Mars would be, the Badlands. Okay, what else have you got? Oh, they've got the things that you can hold up the tiles if you're playing with friends. Okay.
And it's got a key, which the case is broken, but the set is I could tell from this that I looked it up, and I could tell that the company was started in the 50s.
Right, that's exactly right.
Yeah. I felt like maybe it was the 60s or 70s because of the color blue, but that was a guess.
No. It's not the 70s. It's the 60s. It's the late 50s, 60s. A couple of different things. First of all, you have a complete set. Where did you get it? A yard sale?
Yeah, I got two of them today. Two sets today, which was
how much?
I paid $10 for.
$10. So $5 for that one.
Yeah.
Value on that set about $35.
35. Okay.
Yeah, 35. So that's nice. I would say maybe you can add another $5 for that case, and I'm guessing that it's like a briefcase. My mother would call it a valise, but it's like a briefcase, and then it has little latches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the 60s. That's the 60s.
And I keep finding these all the time, so it was
yes. The ones that
Yeah.
the portable ones are usually in the wooden box with the little drawers, and people see those too. They sell relatively well. They're very popular, of course, with the cruise set. So people are surprised that people who like to be on cruises will oftentimes buy those to take when they are sailing. So
Well, that's very
Wile E
interesting.
Coyote or the Roadrunner, which do you like?
Wile E Coyote, I could not. The Roadrunner was when I would get up to go to the bathroom on Saturday mornings.
That's funny.
Stand him.
That's funny. Yeah. So Saturday morning. So what did you do this Saturday morning in Florida?
I was out yard selling.
Okay. Were you out early? Do you go early normally?
I go early as I can, and it was not. I probably left about 7:15, and avoided
in
the community sales.
Community sales. And in Florida, of course, different times of the year, a lot of the country, a lot of the United States anyway, typically will go, oh, you know, the yard sales are really in the summer, but that's not really the case in Florida because it's too hot. So
No, they have them all year. They have them all
Yeah.
the time.
Well, they have them all
but-
the time, but when I'm in Florida, the better ones are usually not in the dead of summer when the better ones are up north.
You'd think that, but
No, that's true.
I find jewelry all the time in the summer.
Well, you're going to find jewelry everywhere. I mean, you know, and that's really what you should all be selling. Most of you who are being more successful with following the channel are doing that because you're following me. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you were on, or I would have picked some jewelry. But I was sitting here looking. I thought, oh, I watched
Doesn't
you.
matter.
I appreciate you.
You know,
Thank you so much.
I'm happy to help. You know, I'll praise whatever's out there. We'll praise it. No problem. Doesn't only have to be one type of thing. I appraise 50,000 objects a year, and I give you the values that the market will bear, right? The truth. That's what I want to tell you. You know, not to sell anything to you, but I want you to understand what's what. So it's great to be with all of you. I appreciate you being with me. Thank you to my guests. See you next time.